Perhaps the ultimate film which explores the work of J.G. Ballard is this one, 2000's The Atrocity Exhibition. These screen caps might not do it justice. This might be considered the equivalent of that late 1980s Soviet picture, Velt, which finds a way to meld several of Ray Bradbury's short stories into one kind of dreamlike odyssey. We know what the Soviet science fiction and fantasy films of this era are like. It's more on the ethereal fantasy wing. Anyway, Atrocity Exhibition. I would consider this the most effective adaptation of Ballard's work. It touches upon several of the stories, might be a finer exploration of the ideas within the crash text Van Cronenberg's film, in my opinion, and I find it quite disappointing that the film is not very well known, does not even have a article on the Wikipedia, if that is to be an indicator of its presence in culture. Surely, look at the screen caps here. Ultimately, one of the better science fiction films, or even films of the 2000s, my recent experience of Atrocity Exhibition was actually my first, and I'm going to be exploring it more over the rest of the year. I think this will soon become one of my favourite films of the 2000s, and I was more excited at the prospect of rewatching this film than that was one of the most immediate impulses, ideas in my mind that fueled my excitement for Atrocity Exhibition is, oh, this exists now, and it's around, and I can turn it on anytime I want to. I think that's and this is the kind of thing which makes me feel like a character in a Ballard text, which is probably a useful thing to feel in the world around us. I don't think any author described the experience of living in this contemporary suburbia. I mean, Ballard extrapolated a science fiction vision from his then contemporary suburbia, and now we are effectively living within that. As a result, Ballard was not only the most relevant speculative author of his time, but remained so after his death of our time also.